What's good, YouTube? Your boy 21 here, bringing you guys another episode of What to Keep slash What to Sell. On today's episode, I'm going to talk about mainly three things, and the three things will be what decks to sell based on their relevancy to the Duelist Advent format, what decks to keep based on the same concept of they will be relevant in the Duelist Advent format, and what cards to pick up because I know you guys are going to be planning on playing after nationals like me, so you're gonna need to know what cards you should collect before they skyrocket raise up in price, and you don't have to pay. You don't want to pay a pretty penny. You don't want to be paying a pretty penny for these cards that are pretty much under $5. Starting off, what decks to sell? I listed pretty much two decks that you should really be selling post nationals and going into the Duelist Advent format based on their relevancy in the next format. And I'm going to give you my reason why. My first deck was Sylvans because I honestly believe Sylvans will not compete with the OTK potential or the control potential of the decks going into the Duelist Advent format. For example, Shadows, from watching how it plays, it starts off slow, and they all have graveyard-based effects, and they all have flip effects. So if Sylvan try to pop them with a Martial Leaf, the Shadow player is going to be either drawing cards, popping the Sylvan player's cards back. It's going to be a back-and-forth concept, and then once they draw the Shadow Fusion, sending cards from the deck to the graveyard, they're just going to go off and just wreck the Sylvan player. So I don't really see Sylvans competing against Shadows, or Satella Knights for that matter. And as far as the control decks are concerned, Sylvans, can't compete against Evilsworn. They can't bring out Hermitry, they're gonna fucking lose. And then not to mention, if the Evilsworn player is playing dressed like they should be, their popping capabilities won't be hurting them. And then also the Evilsworn player goes Eradicate Epidemic Virus. That's also another game. So Sylvans, I don't believe based on those facts alone, can compete to the next format. Next up, I have Gear Gears. Now a lot of you probably might think I'm fucking crazy for saying Gear Gears, but just hear me out for a second. When it comes to the next format, a majority of players are going to be like, okay, why play Gear Gears when we play Satella Knights, which pretty much does the same thing. It's a rank 4 toolbox deck that's faster and better. So going to the next format, the relevancy of Gear Gears is going to be slim to none. They're going to be setting cards to try to combat people who are just going to go Satella Knights, summon plus, summon plus, summon plus. Same reason why Gadgets, in my opinion, is better than Gear Gears because we summon plus while they're setting up. So with that being said, I think Gear Gears is gonna fall off the face of the map going to the next format because it's like, why play Gear Gears when we play Satella Knights? They pretty much do the same thing, but Satella Knights does it way better. So Gear Gears going to the next format, I'll say sell it because the cards are gonna go down in price, and while they're pretty much at their peak right now going into nationals, you're not gonna need them. So those are the only two decks I really feel like you should be selling. Unless you're a player like me who likes to play your favorite type of deck, then that's fine, keep the decks. But if you're a player who wants to go, okay, I'm playing the best deck of the format because I want to win, and you're playing Silver and Gear Gears, get rid of that shit because I don't think they're going to be relevant. Next up, decks to keep. Starting off, I'm going to say Boojans. Reason why I'm going to say Boojans is because of the cards I'm going to tell you to pick up. Boojans get side into Shadow Mirrors. That doesn't hurt them. They already main deck Vanity. They can main deck Infinite. Basically, Boojans, when they come down to it, they play to protect the game, Yamato game really well. Once they set up Terror and Hair, it's going to be pretty difficult for the Shadow player to get rid of the Yamato. Then if they flip up the Emptiness or a Shadow Mirror or a Royal Command, the Shadow player is going to have a hard time. And as far as a Satella Knight player, if Boojans get their favorite card, aka Kaiser Coliseum on the field, it's pretty much going to be game over because they're going to be able to lock them out. Now, with that being said, I say Boojans is definitely a deck you guys should hold on to or pick up if you want to play the next format. You don't want to play Metal. Next up, I'm going to say Evilsworn. Reason being, Ophion is a fucking boss. Shadow player will not be able to bring out their fusions, which is very important for that matchup. The Evilsworn player could also main deck the dress for they won't get play to protect the Ophion game. And they can side into Royal Command and Lighting Prison Mirror, which can hurt the Satella Knight matchup and the Boojin matchup and everything else that hurts Evilsworn. So they can compete on the lower tier side and more the budget side. So if you guys want to play something budget going to the next format, definitely it should be Gear Gears. Next, I'm going to list both of these decks together as decks to keep or pick up for the next format. You're going to want to keep the dragon stuff. And you want to keep the hieratic. Big reason being OTKs, because from what I've seen how Shadows play, it does take a turn or two to set them up unless they draw a really good hand. So if you can OTK them, it's not going to matter what they're trying to set up, because you're just going to blow up all their back row, cross out the Shadow monster, or have your Shadow Mirror on the field, and attack them directly to the game. Dragons can do it, and Hieratics can do it. So those cards, any deck in general, and Madolche also falls into the same concept. So any deck in general that can OTK, you want to keep, because it can pretty much push Shadow player shit in, and Shadow's going to be one of the heavily decks played starting off into the Duelist Ambit format based on hype alone. So, and also you keep the troll decks too. Like if you're a troll player who just like play casually and fuck people, keep your troll deck, because troll decks are always gonna be relevant no matter how long, no matter what the format is. The fuck that shit called? The deck my guy topped in with Michigan. Can't think of it right now, and I just beat it at locals the other day too. Well, anyway, shit like Chain Burn and etc. you want to keep. Next up, now cards to pick up. Cards you want to pick up going to the next format. It's pretty much, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards to pick up going to the next format, and I'll give you the reason why. Starting off, Forbidden Chalice. You can pick up common chalices for $1. You can pick up gold ones for $2 right now. Chalice is really good against the Shadow matchup. You can damage step and negate their Shadow monster when they hit their flip effects during damage step, because the Chalice is changing the attack value. And you can also, it also lingers until when they hit the graveyard, because their effects negated for the turn. And if you want to be bling out your deck, you can pick up Ulti Chalices for $8, which is really good. Another card you want to pick up for the Shadow matchup is Shadow Mirror. I believe common Shadow Mirrors are $4 to $5. Pick them up. No one's really running it right now, so you probably can get it for less than that. Hell, you might be able to just get it for free. I get cards for free at locals all the time just by asking people. You also want to pick up Super Polys if you're going to be a Shadow player, based on the fact alone that it's good in the mirror matchup, and it's going to help you break those chains. Super Polys might be a $2 card right now, maybe $3 for the secret. So yeah, pick it up. It's going to be pretty good. Soul Charge, based on the fact that almost every deck's going to be abusing it next format. Shadows can abuse it, Satellites abuse it, so you're going to have Dragons Hieratics abusing it as well. Soul Charge is about $5 right now. I guarantee you, Duelist Ambit format and later on formats, if it doesn't get banned, it will go up in price. So pick up maybe just a playset to be on the safe side if you want to play it, or maybe pick up like at least 6 of 2 playsets for 1 to sell and 1 to keep. I don't think it's going to get banned. If anything, it might get limited to 1, then banned. Royal Command right now. I looked up Royal Command before I shot the video, and Royal Command is sitting at $1 to $5. $1 for the rare, $5 for the ultra. So that's going to really help you against your Shadow matchup, because it's all flipper from us. You negate their flip effects. You know, I don't believe you negate their graveyard effects, but negating their flip effects will hurt them and slow them down. So if you're going to be a Satellarknight player, or Boojin player, or anything, a lower tier player like myself playing gadgets, Royal Command should be a pretty good option for you. And last but not least, no mini crossover, because all Shadows are flip effect monsters, and you remove one, you're going to remove them all. It's going to pretty much damper their gameplay. Now, with all that being said, thanks you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs the video up. Rate, comment, subscribe. Comment down in the comment section below what cards do you think you should be picking up going into the next format to combat Shadows, Satellarknights. I heard about this deck called Wyverns. I haven't seen what they do yet. And also comment down in the comment section below. Do you guys think my list is accurate? What did I miss out on? I always need you guys' feedback as well. Alright, this is Jobo21 and I'm out. Have a good day. Rate, comment, subscribe. Deuces.